The Jewish philosopher Martin Buber wrote a small book called I, Thou. He argued that there are two ways of relating to people. We can see them as objects to satisfy our needs, that is, we get something from them and we're not concerned with how they feel. Or as subjects, where we recognize that they have feelings that do matter to us. I read a very brief story about the wife of a British officer in India who was awaiting guests for the ritualistic afternoon tea. She was furious. There were leaves on her front entrance. Her gardener was nowhere to be found. He finally turned up for work. She screamed, "Don't you understand how you have embarrassed me? I have guests. The front entrance has not been swept. I will fire you. I'll make sure you don't get another job. Never, ever, never." Without looking at her, the man humbly apologized and said quietly, "I'm sorry. My little girl died last night. I spent the morning with my wife and family in the morgue." For the first time ever, the woman saw this man not simply as an instrument to keep her entrance free of leaves. She saw him as a human being with a galaxy of worries, pains, and needs, a human being no less than she. Often, before we condemn, judge, blow up in anger, it is worthwhile that we first seek to understand. Every single person needs to be validated, respected, and appreciated, no less than understood. Before we diagnose a situation and judge in a vacuum, and often wrongly, we have to listen. Most of us do not really listen with the hope of understanding the other person's viewpoint, but we listen as our mind is chattering on about our own experiences in life. We cannot listen if we're not silent. Both words, listen and silent, have exactly the same letters of the alphabet. To listen truly, we have to remain truly silent.